All right, recording is in progress. Hello, everybody. Welcome, happy whatever day this is, Monday or something, to our reading of the underrated 90s film, Dead Man on Campus. We have a fantastic cast here tonight. To my left, we have Logan playing Cliff O'Malley, who's like the craziest frat guy ever, and some other characters for us. We have Eric playing a bunch of people as well, including Kyle, played by the great Jason Segel in the film. We have Anne doing the scene description and also playing Lucy, played by Allison Hannigan in the film. It's a lot of great actors in this movie. We have Travis, of course, playing Josh, played by the great Tom Everett Scott in the film, That Thing You Do. And then me playing Cooper, played by Zach Morris himself in the film. Zach Morris with brown hair. And then, and we'll have Nicole joining us later as a bunch of characters as well, including Kelly, who's played by Linda Cardellini in the movie. Again, very good cast. All right, so Anne, whenever you're ready, we'll get started.
Dead Man on Campus, the Mike White version. Fade in, exterior countryside day. Camera looks up at Indiana State sign in front of a row of cornfields.
Indiana's okay. You know, it's got pretty good corn and everything.
Exterior miscellaneous beauty shots of Indiana.
I've just always wanted more, and I'm hoping college will, broaden my horizons.
Exterior high school day.
I did a lot in high school. Student body president, valedictorian.
Excuse me. Exterior football field day.
Played football.
Exterior car repair day. A broken car sits alone on blocks.
I worked part-time.
Exterior house day.
Helped my mom around the house, but mostly I've studied. I've just been really focused on getting into a great college like Daleman so I could study medicine.
Interior interview room day. Travis to that. Josh Miller, dressed in a coat and tie, is sweating bullets. He's in a college interview with a stern-faced Daleman rep.
So to be accepted would be a dream come true for me.
Josh looks hopefully at the representative. The rep is smiling gregariously.
I think you'd be a great addition to Daleman. With these grades, you may be eligible for an academic scholarship.
Josh is dumbfounded.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Josh. Hope to see you in the fall.
The Daleman rep and Josh shake hands. Josh has a huge grin on his face. Credit, Paramount Pictures presents Exterior Greyhound bus station. Early morning, a bus idles at the depot. Travelers say goodbye to their loved ones. Josh and his mother hug. Aw.
Go ahead, open it.
She hands him a rectangular box, which he opens. Inside, a sparkly new doctor's stethoscope.
Mom, I'm not going to need this for 6 years.
Well, by that time, you'll know just how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Josh manages a smile. All aboard! The bus driver takes Josh's suitcase and hurls it into the bus's side compartment. The compartment door slams shut. Credits start. Dead Man on Campus. Interior photography booth. A blinding flash of light. Josh rubs the spots from his eyes. He has just had his ID picture taken.
Next.
There's a long line of stunts waiting for Josh to get up. Close shot, hands sealing a plastic coating on Josh's ID card. An irritated woman hands Josh's card and a set of room keys.
Don't lose them.
Exterior Daleman College day establishing shot. A small, prestigious New England college. Josh stands breathless, looking at the impressive ivy-colored buildings. As he walks, he takes in the first sights and sounds of college life. Frisbees flying, students congregating. Exterior campus day. Josh continues through the campus to his dorm. Exterior Willard Dormitory day. Josh approaches his stately dorm and enters. Interior Willard dormitory hallway day. There is a cacophony of music blasting from every room. Josh walks down the dorm's hallway, getting glimpses into each room. Zeke and his parents bicker as they get up from a computer. An overweight Hank, a tall, gangly Jerry, drink beer and play video games in another room. A quiet, bespectacled Pickle is unpacking appliance boxes. Credits end. Interior room 212 day. Josh enters the suite's common room, closing the door and shutting out all of the noise. After a beep, he hears the sound of hammering coming from one of the bedrooms. He knocks on the door. Kyle, tall, beefy, surly, opens up the door holding a hammer. His room is a shrine to every supermodel who ever put out a poster.
What do you want?
Hi, you must be one of my roommates. I'm Josh.
The single's mine. I called it.
That seems fair.
Kyle slams the door in Josh's confounded face. Interior bedroom, late afternoon. The room is filled with cardboard boxes Josh's mother sent him. Some of them are open. Clothes, books, childhood memorabilia are visible.
They're all here, Mom. Don't worry.
He fumbles with a small trophy that was packed in one of the boxes.
I don't think you needed to send my math trophy here. Math trophy. College humor. No, I'm proud of it too, but you could have kept some stuff at the house.
Josh puts the trophy on his desk. Interior cafeteria night. Josh wanders the cafeteria with a tray of food, looking for an empty seat. He sees Kyle at the table eating, but decides to sit down by himself. Interior dorm room 212. Josh's room night. Josh has unpacked his things. His books neatly line the shelves. His desk neatly arranged with supplies. He sits and taking in his surroundings. The other half of the room is completely barren. Later, 12:30 a.m., Josh is laying in bed in the dark asleep. He wakes to the sound of water bubbling. Josh flips on the light. Two movers in coveralls bearing Cheshire cat grins are across the room getting stoned from a 6-foot bong.
Who are you?
Hola.
Who are you?
I think that was supposed to be, what are you? Anyway, suddenly,
Oh, what are you?
a charismatic, wealthy charmer enters carrying his suitcases.
Oh, hey, are you guys getting stoned again?
The movers sheepishly rise and exit. Cooper shakes his head.
Oh, sorry we're
Okay.
late. It's because Cheech and Chong here kept stopping off for snacks. We should have never gotten high in Boston. You are Josh Miller.
Josh Miller.
That's right, simultaneously.
Josh Miller. Yeah.
The movers start bringing in the furnishings, a large television, an oversized stereo system.
I'm Cooper Fredrickson. Sorry we woke you.
No problem.
So what have I missed, Josh? Any parties?
Well, we had an orientation dinner.
Cooper wrinkles his nose, then intercepts one of the movers.
Roberto, I want you to know I'm not tipping Frank. He's on a power trip. He snaps at you and that bothers me. Here, take this $40 and get your own truck. Start your own company, okay? You promise? Thanks, buddy.
The mover exit. Cooper turns back to Josh.
Josh, where do you think we should put the bomb?
Geez, in the closet.
In the closet. This is a showcase bomb. You want to hit?
Nah, I just brushed my teeth.
You're not going back to bed, are you?
Actually, yeah, I gotta get up early tomorrow.
Oh, shit. See, I met a few people downstairs and I told them to come up for a drink. They're right outside. I'll get rid of them.
No, that's okay.
Really? Are you sure? Because I could tell them to get lost.
No, it's cool. Let me just pull on some pants.
Hey, you guys, come on in.
Pence. Before Josh can get out of bed, the door swings open and 24 guys and girls enter. Cooper, opening his minibar, turns to a pretty girl.
Hey, will it be? I got whiskey, vodka, Kahlua, Robitussin.
Josh, a bit shocked, watches from his bed as his room transforms into a chaotic party scene. The stereo is cranked up, students flirting, drinking, and smoking pot. Suddenly, the door swings open. Kyle stands there, pissed off. He turns off the stereo.
What the fuck? Turn the shit off.
Everyone is silent. The party has come to a screeching halt.
Hey, buddy, you must be Kyle. I'm Cooper.
I'm not your buddy. Buddy.
Okay. I see you like girls. Let me guess, the product of an all-boys school.
Catholic. All boys school.
Holy Mary, Mother of God. No wonder you're so horny you've turned mean.
Keep the music off, asshole, or I'll bash your fucking head in.
Hey, Kyle, this isn't Catholic boys' school. It's college. You go around bashing people's heads in, girls aren't going to think you're cool. They're going to think you're a steroid freak with a pixie dick and an ass for a brain.
Kyle contemplates this for an extended moment.
Really?
Yeah, man. Come join the party. You need to meet some girls or you're going to explode.
Kyle relents. Cooper gives everyone a thumbs up. The party recommences. Pickle approaches. Pickle. And with Cooper and an armload of appliances, including a blender and an ice chipper.
Hey, Pickle. I thought you could use these.
Your name's Pickle? Well, thanks, Pickle. What did you do, knock off an appliance store?
I had some stuff shipped here. Reminds me of home, you know?
This blender reminds you of home?
Yeah.
Well, how about this ice chipper?
Yeah, definitely.
Josh, still in bed, is flustered as he witnesses people going through all his stuff. Jerry inspects Josh's math trophy. What's this?
Oh, it's a math award.
Looks like a dick. Oh, that's dummy. Cooper plops down on the bed next to Josh, who seems a bit uncomfortable.
So Josh, tell me about yourself.
Oh, I don't know. I'm from Indiana. I'm in the 6-year medical program.
You are? So I guess you like studied in high school. That's cool. I had a couple friends who did that.
Josh is distracted by the sight of a beautiful girl, Rachel, entering the room. She is a sweet-faced Manhattanite. Her roommates, Kristen, a prep school girl, and Lucy, a demure and wide-eyed, are with her. Cooper notices Josh staring at Rachel.
Go talk to her.
Nah, I don't think so.
What, are you just gonna sit in bed until she goes home with somebody else?
Look, I'm in my underwear here. Could you hand me my pants?
You don't need to get dressed, Josh. I'll bring her over.
No. No.
Hold on. Her name's Rachel Gilmore. She's from New York and she likes creative writing.
Cooper and Josh give him a look. Kyle holds a freshman Facebook in his hand.
Freshman Facebook. I've been jacking off to this thing for 3 weeks.
Ew. Kyle hands the Facebook to Cooper, who grimaces and holds it by his fingertips. On Zeke, Hank, and Jerry, Zeke is showing the others his collection of prescription pills.
This is my brother's Ritalin. Ritalin's good when you're studying math or science. Just don't write English papers on it because they won't make sense.
A beautiful girl in a nightgown passes by. The other guys stare at her. Zeke is now talking only to himself.
And these are my mom's diet pills. Great for pulling all-nighters in foreign languages. This is my sister's lithium. Probably should have left this one at home.
On Cooper continuous. Cooper yanks Josh out of bed. Josh scrambles to pull on his pants just as Kristen, Rachel, and Lucy appear.
Hey, ladies, over here. We haven't met. I'm Cooper, and this is Josh.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Lucy. I'm from Texas, and these are my homegirls. Right, Kristen? Lucy laughs, putting her arm around Kristen. Hey, Kristen, who is black, rolls her eyes.
Right, Lucy.
You all look like you could use a drink.
Oh, I'm easy. Pink lemonade?
I might be a little low on pink lemonade.
What do they drink where you're from, Kristen?
What do you mean where I'm from?
You know, the hood.
Hey, Lucy, we can have a little talk.
Cooper pushes Josh towards Rachel.
Hey, hi, your name's Rachel, right?
Yeah, how did you know?
Well, it's in the Facebook.
You memorized the Facebook.
No, I didn't. My roommate did. He said he was, jackulating around to it.
What?
He was what?
I mean, I don't know. He never mind.
That's you too, Kristen.
Oh, Rachel, I need you.
Rachel is being beckoned away.
Well, I'll see you around. Maybe.
Yeah, no, yeah. No. Let's okay, I'll see you.
Bye, Josh.
Rachel leaves. Josh stares after her.
Smooth. You'll have to give me some pointers.
The two movers pass by, flirting with two girls. They look like they've died and gone to heaven. On Kyle and girl, a blonde Kelly, scantily clad, is approached by a woman, Kyle. She wears a cross around her neck.
Nice cross.
Thanks.
You Catholic?
Yeah, I went to Sacred Heart School for Girls.
They stand for a long moment in awkward silence. Then
I love you.
later, dorm hallway, the party is spilled out into the hallway. Cooper has his arm around a beautiful Asian American girl, Pam.
It's hard to talk about, but sometimes when I get drunk, girls take advantage of it.
Girls can be such horn dogs.
I know.
Kayla and Kelly are now making out in the middle of the hall, oblivious to everyone but each other. Josh, looking sleepy, escapes to his bedroom. Interior Josh and Cooper's room later. Josh is getting into bed. Cooper peers in.
What are you doing in here, Josh?
Going to bed.
But we're making friends out here. You don't want me to have more friends than you do you?
I gotta get up early.
Okay, but when I walk out this door, party's over for you. I'm walking. Last chance. Almost gone.
Cooper closes the door. Josh smiles, shutting his eyes. We can still hear the party raging outside his room. Interior Josh and Cooper's room the next morning. Josh's alarm clock starts buzzing. Josh looks down, notices one of the movers curled up in front of the bed. Josh bolts up in bed. He looks across the room. Cooper and Pam are in bed together, fast asleep, their limbs hanging. Cooper, my arm's asleep. In a half-wake stupor, Cooper slugs her in the arm. She shrieks and slugs him back. Exterior campus courtyard day, the first day of classes. Josh, looking well scrubbed, observes other students talking, tossing frisbees, etc.
Oh, shit. Hey, Josh.
Josh turns to see a smiling Rachel, sandwiched between Kristen and Lucy, passing him by. Before he can get a word out, she's gone. Josh's first day, montage. A, Josh is having a meeting with his academic advisor, Roberta, 40, African-American. She looks over his file. ¿Quién es Roberta?
Okay, but this is a lot of credits. Be sure you don't fall behind. I think I skipped ahead, so give me a second.
Yeah, sorry, bottom of 18.
Yeah, I'm here. Your work study is in the housing office, 6-year medical program. Look at this course load: biology, organic chemistry, calculus.
Go. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm trying to keep focused on my career track.
Okay, but this is a lot of credits. Be sure you don't fall behind.
I think I can handle it.
The short, stout biology professor paces in the classroom. Josh looks at his thick biology textbook.
This is not high school biology, okay, people? You will not be bringing in ferns for show and tell.
Josh sits in organic chemistry class. The Rasputin-like chemistry professor stands at the podium holding a textbook.
It is imperative that you buy my book, Organic Chemistry, The Impossible Discipline, or you will be so lost. You'll never be found again.
Sour-faced woman, an anatomy professor, stands at the front of the room. The chalkboard behind her reads Human Anatomy Laboratory. This is an advanced lab. We will be spending the majority of our time dissecting a human cadaver. Say hello to Bob. The anatomy professor reveals a male corpse to the class. Let's open Bob up, shall we? Josh, would you like to make the first incision? Josh is in calculus class. The calculus professor is already at the chalkboard, silently scribbling exotic equations. The student next to Josh whispers,
This is the first class, isn't it?
Josh is being briefed by the head of the housing office, Marilee. She's been in this job way too long.
Your job at the housing office is to process housing transfer requests. Don't answer the phone. Don't study during work. Don't annoy me. That's it.
Interior room 212, Josh and Cooper's room evening. Josh, his backpack loaded with textbooks, comes home exhausted. He enters the bedroom. Cooper is still in bed, hungover. He moans out to Josh.
Josh, help, I need water.
Josh finds a bottle of water in the minibar. He tries handing it to Cooper. Cooper, feeble, just opens his mouth. Josh pours the bottle into Cooper's mouth, spilling it over Cooper's face. This seems to revive Cooper somewhat.
Oh,
Where's Pam?
Pam? Sounds familiar. Oh, Pammy. I don't know. I thought I dreamt her. What time is it?
It's 7:15
Oh, it's so early.
at night.
Josh opens the curtains. Interior common room moments later. Josh stares at a photo of Cooper and his family on Cooper's desk. The father's head has been defaced with a phony eye patch and a mustache. Cooper enters wearing a bathrobe, a martini glass in his hand, and Josh puts the photo down.
I can't believe this whole day is gone and I had all these things I was going to do.
Like, go to your classes?
Oh, shit. You know what, Josh? I forgot to sign up for classes.
You forgot to sign up for classes?
Yeah, so they gave me this really lame ones, American history, English. I wanted to take a kung fu fighting class.
Cooper does a few improvised karate kicks. In his enthusiasm, he kicks a shelf off the wall.
Shit.
Suddenly, the door opens. Kyle, still in his underwear, and Kelly are huddled in a passionate grip. They've been going at it nonstop since the night before.
Hey, I just came by to pick up some of my things. I'm going to be staying over in Kelly's room for a while. So while I'm gone, don't fuck with my stuff.
Easy, killer. Remember what I told you.
Oh, yeah. Don't fuck with my stuff, please.
Kyle and Kelly, in a clinch, adjourn into Kyle's bedroom. Josh and Cooper smile at each other.
How are you going to graduate if you don't go to your classes?
Josh, you don't need to go to your classes to graduate. Didn't you learn that lesson in high school?
No, I actually learned the opposite.
I don't want to blow your mind or anything, but you don't need to go to classes to graduate. I learned that in high school. Josh, look what I see.
Thanks, but I have a study group.
Study group, it's the first day. What could you possibly have to study?
Calculus, bio, organic chemistry.
Jeez, no roommate bonding?
Josh is already out the door. Cooper heads out to the hallway and yells.
All right, don't make me wait up for you.
Interior student lounge night. Josh has been in study group for hours with the crew of a crew of bookish students.
That can't be the answer. There's too many variables in that question. Josh, do you have it?
-4.
They all snicker.
Well, that would be correct, Josh, if we were still on binomials.
They all laugh again. Josh laughs feebly. Interior, Josh and Cooper's bedroom night. Josh is asleep in bed. The clock reads 4:15 a.m. His door butts open. Cooper and a girl, both drunk, enter the room giggling. Light from the common room shines on Josh. They laugh, falling into Cooper's bed with a crash. Josh's eyes open. Later, Josh tries to sleep as Cooper and the girl make love. Sweet, sweet Whoopi in the next bed.
Pull my lobes when you do that. Do you mind? Harder. Oh, yes, you have great instincts, Bethany. Don't worry about my roommate. He likes to watch.
Josh pulls his pillow over his head. Oh yeah, this is still me. Interior hallway, anatomy lab day. Josh, exhausted, is running late to class. Interior anatomy lab. The students are all clustered around an examination table. His mouth drops when he sees what is on the table, a naked male corpse, bloated and blue. The anatomy professor notices Josh's late arrival. Ah, nice of you to join us, Josh. Why don't you point out Bob's tricuspid valve? Don't be afraid to touch it. Josh points to a valve in the corpse. That's not it. Now you're going to have to help me load Bob into my minivan after class. Josh cringes. Why am I loading it in the minivan? Exterior dorm night, establishing shot. We can hear Cooper counting.
16, 17, 18.
Interior Josh and Cooper's room night. Josh is trying to study as Cooper mindlessly bounces a tennis ball up and down on the head of a racket.
19, 20. You think if I do this long enough, I can get into the Guinness?
You know, it's hard for me to study while you're doing that.
Cooper inadvertently knocks the ball against Josh's forehead.
Oh, sorry.
Cooper puts down the tennis racket. He sits for a moment, then starts opening a can after can of tennis balls.
Whew, this is giving me a buzz.
Could you please shut up? I'm trying to do some work.
Cooper rolls his eyes. He heads to the door defiantly.
I'm going to Pickle's room, so if you want to take a break later, forget it.
Interior Pickle's room later. Guys wander the room, making use of Pickle's vast array of appliances. Cooper is on the couch playing Sega. Josh enters and approaches Pickle.
Hey,
Hey,
Josh,
how's it going?
All right, I guess I'm totally beat. I got a long night ahead of me.
We want some coffee?
Yeah, thanks, Pickle.
Okay, what do you want? This one makes espressos. This was an ice cream frappuccino deal.
Triple Nespresso.
Pickle makes the drink. Josh sits down next to Cooper, trying to make nice.
Look, I know we're different. We just got to find the best way to share the room so I can study and you can do whatever the hell it is you do.
Yeah, hey, it's cool. So how's it going?
Okay, I think I'm okay in biology and anatomy lab. Pretty lost in organic chemistry, but I'm dying in calculus. I would too. How you doing?
Well, I've killed 17 snipers, but I'm low on ammo and I just shot one of my own guys. Big point deduction. Want to go grab a beer? No, I didn't think so.
Pickle brings Josh his espresso.
Oh shit, game over. Pickle, there's too many people in here. I can't concentrate.
See what I can do.
Exterior courtyard day. 2 weeks have passed. Students bundled up in heavier coats race to class. Rachel, Kristen, and Lucy pass by Cooper, who is laying out on the grass.
Cooper, the first few weeks are funny, but it's 45 degrees out.
Yeah, what's your major? The club med vacation?
No, my major is genetology.
What is genetology?
Oh God, don't ask.
It's like palm reading. You can tell people's futures by looking at their genitals.
Can?
Cooper, you're so twisted.
Well, that's why you girls love me so much.
Rachel doesn't love you. She loves your roommate.
Shut up, Kristen.
Oh, really? Well, let's see what we can do about that.
Interior room 212, Josh and Cooper's room night. Josh, on edge, talks on the phone to his mother.
No, Mom, the work is fine. I'm a little nervous because midterms are in 3 weeks, but yeah, it's going great. Really, super. Can you hold on a second? Hello?
Josh, it's me. I'm heading over to the Lucky Peach. There's 3 girls waiting for me, and I can't think of any girly things to say. I need backup. Don't say no.
No, Cooper.
Suddenly, the door swings open and Cooper enters the room holding a cell phone.
If I was some boring old professor, then you wouldn't say no. You're a pawn, Josh. Stick it to the man.
Josh shakes his head.
The revolution will not be televised.
Cooper storms out. Josh clicks back to his mother.
Hi, Mom. That was Cooper. He wants to meet at the library. Why don't I call you later, okay? I love you too.
Josh looks down at the open anatomy textbook in front of him. He stares at it contemplatively and then closes it to shut. Jesus Christ, sorry. He heads to the door and opens. Cooper is standing there beaming with delight.
What?
What?
What happens after he closes it to shut?
I said
One
he heads to the door and opens. Cooper is
Oh.
standing there beaming with delight.
I never
I
doubted
literally
you for
thought
a
I
second.
lost it.
One drink, then I gotta get a back.
What?
Cooper puts his arm around Josh and they head out. Exterior Lucky Peach later. Cooper and Josh approach the bar.
Now be charming and don't talk about how you should be studying. Trust me, it's a turnoff.
Cheer your Lucky Peach. They enter the bar, scanning the crowd. It's a healthy mix of students and townies.
I think this is a bad idea, Cooper. I better get back.
Suddenly, Rachel appears behind them.
Hey, Josh. Where you guys been? We're getting drunk without you.
Rachel heads off to a booth. Josh shakes his head at Cooper, who grins.
What were you saying? You better get back?
Never mind.
Josh and Cooper join Kristen, Lucy, Rachel at their booth in the corner. Lucy is drunk for the first time in her life. Woo! She is out of sorts.
Woo!
We finished the picture.
More beer! More beer!
A responsible guy would cut you off right now. I'll be back with 2 pictures.
Josh sits down next to Rachel.
So how's everything going?
With me? Oh, awesome. Yeah, if I didn't have so much hellish work every freaking second, I should probably be studying right now.
Josh stops short, realizing he's saying the wrong thing.
I know. I'm supposed to be working on a story for my writing class. That's a more apart.
God. College would be perfect if you didn't have classes. They pause for a second, then break up laughing. I thought my camera was on. They pause for a second, then break up laughing. At the bar, the withered old bartender, Sonny, fills Cooper's pitcher. He then talks in a gravelly baritone.
You one of them Daleman kids?
Oh, no, I'm a townie. I work at the refinery factory mill.
What's on your shirt?
Cooper realizes he's wearing a Daleman college sweatshirt.
Let's see an ID.
Oh,
He shows him his ID.
That's bullshit
here
ID.
you go. What?
Yeah, it's bullshit ID.
No, I'm very legal. You know what? You're right. Here's my real one.
Dr. Muhammad Rashid.
How about this one? This one? This one?
Just take the goddamn beer.
Later, back at the table, Cooper is returned with the pitcher, has one arm around Kristen and the other around Lucy. They both throw his hands off in unison, and Rachel pours Josh a beer.
So what's your story about?
It's about a girl at college. She's from New York, like me, and she has a crush on a guy at her school. He's really sweet. He's pre-med.
Rachel looks at Josh to see if he's catching her drift. Typical male, he's not.
Right.
He's from Indiana.
Really? I'm from Indiana.
Yeah, I know. And this girl really likes him.
Then what happens?
Forget it. Let me start over. There's a girl who likes a guy. Do you have any idea about what I'm talking about?
Exterior bridge later, Jesus. Josh, Cooper, Rachel, Kristen, and Lucy have wandered into the Daleman Bridge. They all have had a few drinks. Kristen, Lucy, and Rachel are attempting drunken cartwheels. Josh and Cooper sit on the side of the bridge looking down. Cooper is throwing rocks into the water.
Oh shit. It's a long way down.
How do you do it?
Do what?
You haven't been to any classes since you got here. Don't you feel guilty?
Guilty? No.
God, you're such a slacker.
Don't try to label me, Josh.
I get it. You're like a millionaire. You probably have some family business to go into.
You know what my dad does for a living? He cleans toilets. He's a toilet cleaner, Josh. Oh, well, he owns this toilet cleaning company. It's pretty big. Actually, it's huge. And he's an incredible asshole. I call him Flushels, the toilet cleaning clown. He loves that. Do you think I'm going to spend the rest of my life cleaning toilets?
So what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Everyone's so obsessed with the future. Who cares? We should be having fun.
Fun's a dead end, Cooper. The guys who had fun in my high school work at the bowling alley and drink paint thinner on the weekends. I gotta stay on track.
Okay, Josh, but you're missing out. College is our last chance to go crazy.
Does anyone have a Tic Tac? Rachel approaches with Kristen.
Hey, I think I'm gonna head home. Will you walk me?
Yeah, of course.
Everyone says their goodbyes. Cooper gives Josh a wink, and Rachel and Josh head off.
Kristen?
Looks like Josh and Rachel hit it off.
Oh, yeah, he's a tiger, an animal. He slept with Madonna.
Wow. I think Rachel likes her guys a little more tame than that. Just saying.
Oh. Well, when I say he's an animal, I mean more like a puppy, like a little lovable puppy, the kind you want to take home and have nasty, dirty sex with. How about you? You like to dominate your man? You want to dominate me? You want to dominate little Cooper?
Kristen and Cooper kiss. Lucy and the odd girl out passes out against a lamppost because that's comfortable. Exterior Clark dorm room night. Rachel climbs the steps to her dorm. She realizes Josh has remained at the foot of the steps.
Good
This
night.
way.
Okay.
This way.
Josh hits the picture. Interior Clark hallway. Rachel walks to her room. Josh follows. She unlocks her door and then smiles at Josh.
This way.
Oh, did she say this way? Okay. Interior Rachel. Josh is uncomfortable as I was distracted by the parking garage behind you. Rachel,
I don't know where I'm parked.
What's there? I was looking for your car. What's there? You take the seat at her desk.
I'm gonna have a heat stroke.
I know the way from here where your car is.
This way.
Josh goes to the bed and sits on it. Rachel undresses. She's wearing a sexy black underwear. Josh He stops breathing for a moment, then stands.
Oh dear God.
Travis, no, that was your line.
It was.
Yep.
I know the way from here.
Oh
They
dear.
embrace, passionately kissing. Interior, Josh and Cooper's room noon. Cooper is taking a bong hit as Josh walks into the room in a disheveled, blissful state.
Young man, where have you been? I was up all night worried sick.
I love college. I love everything about it. The people, the freedom, the carpets, the walls, the drinking, the thing.
You had sex last night, didn't you?
It was so easy, Cooper. I didn't do anything. I mean, to make it happen, I didn't have to beg or get cross or I don't know. It was just like time for sex. We're gonna have sex now. Prepare to have sex. You should have seen her underwear. Little black lingerie.
I'd like to.
What I have been thinking, spending all my time in the library, books, reading.
Josh takes the bong and lights it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Failure montage. Josh's bedroom. Josh smiles, laying back on his bed. We reveal he is with Rachel on Josh's bed. They laugh and pull the covers over their heads. Interior calculus class. As the calculus professor lectures using an overhead projector, the entire class takes copious notes. Josh, however, just stares at his pencil, rolling it back and forth in his fingers. Exterior campus courtyard. Josh is now rolling a joint back and forth in his fingers. He is up on the rooftop with Cooper, Kristen, Lucy, and Rachel. Josh hands the joint to Cooper, who lights it. We cut out on the flame. Interior chemistry lab day. A flame. Pulling back, we reveal Josh in a lab lighting a Bunsen burner. Interior student lounge. On textbook, Josh is studying a biology textbook, a color diagram of a naked woman with veins and arteries exposed. Caption over diagram reads, human body, female. Josh double takes the woman is now a Vargas girl, posing seductively, showing her veins. Interior alternative house. A decadent party is going on, filled with the more alternative grunge types on campus. Cooper and Josh look mind-numbingly toasted. Cooper is holding a bag of weed, taps Josh on his shoulder.
Josh, the papers. Where are the papers?
He looks totally confounded.
What?
Interior organic chemistry classroom.
Your papers. Pass in your papers.
Pulling back, we find Josh in his organic chemistry class. He looks down at his midterm. He looks down at the test. The equations are a blur, like some foreign language. Josh rubs his eyes. In disbelief, he furiously fills out the bubbles. The chemistry professor walks to the aisles, retrieving the test. He tries to take Josh's test away, but Josh holds it onto it for dear life. They have a tug of war over the test, and Josh finally lets it go. He looks over at the boy bookworm sitting next to him. The boy bookworm gives Josh a big, gingerly grin. Josh glowers back, throwing his pen down in defeat. Exterior campus courtyard. Josh walks the campus, looking dejected. Cooper approaches.
Hey, why the funky face?
Why? I'm sure I bombed my midterms. That's why.
Well, at least you showed up for him. I bet they give you points for that.
Josh just looks at Cooper with a menacing scowl.
You need to stay away from me. You've been distracting me all semester and now I'm fucked.
Josh, bad grades are meaningless. They're like parking tickets. They mean nothing. Just laugh because they're silly. They're silly nothings.
I've never failed anything in my life.
Give yourself a break. I think you're turning into a really great guy. So what if your astrology professor doesn't like you? Big shit.
I don't take astrology.
Biology, whatever.
Stay away from me, okay? I got work to do.
Josh walks off in a huff. Later, in Josh and Cooper's room day, Josh is looking like a zombie, sits on his bed with all of his textbooks open in a circle around him. Cooper turns on the stereo. Josh shakes his head threateningly.
Ah! Ah. Ah.
Okay, Cooper turns it off. Cooper picks up the remote for the TV. Again, Josh shakes his head. Cooper, sulking, sets it down and puts on Josh's stethoscope. He puts the end into his pants. Forgot about
You can
that.
hear my heart through my penis.
Get that out of your pants.
Hey, Josh, what do you say about heading down to the Oktoberfest?
Is that a euphemism? If looks could kill, Cooper would be annihilated. Suddenly, there's a knock at the door.
Ugh. Well, at least someone wants to party.
Cooper swings the door open to reveal a stern, well-dressed man. He is Cooper's dad, Mr. Fredrickson.
Excuse us.
He takes Josh by the arm rather forcefully and practically throws him out of the room, then shuts the door. In the common room, Josh, bewildered, listens at the door. Josh in Cooper's room, Mr. Fredrickson has Cooper in a chokehold and is acting deranged.
It's me, Flushels, the toilet cleaning clown. Yeah, you getting an education, Coop? Huh? You getting my money's worth? The dean tells me that you haven't been to a single class in 2 months.
I don't think this counts as bonding, Dad.
It's over, Cooper. I keep eyeing your way into these schools, and you keep screwing up. If you don't pass all your classes, I'm yanking your butt out of here, and you're coming to work for me. Not in the office either, in the field.
I'm not cleaning toilets, Dad.
No, you're not. I'm giving you the really disgusting jobs.
Mr. Fredrickson lets go. Dad brushes himself off, walks to the door and opens it. Josh stands there astonished. Mr. Fredrickson, adopting a whole new polished air, extends a handshake.
You must be Cooper's roommate, Benjamin Fredrickson. Pleased to meet you. Cooper, what the hell is this?
Science project?
Mr. Fredrickson shakes his head at Cooper and puffs out of the room.
Your dad seems like a pretty cool guy.
Cooper glowers at Josh. Exterior Lucky Peach establishing, interior Lucky Peach bar. Josh and Cooper, both demoralized, sit at the bar. Sunny, the bartender, is nearby cleaning glasses. Jesus.
Cooper, talk to me.
You heard it. I've been given a death sentence. He's going to pull me out of the class. He's going to pull me out of school. Now I got to pass all my classes. I don't even know which ones I'm taking. This is going to drive me to drink.
Cooper downs his drink. Josh grabs Cooper by the collar.
Cooper, listen to me now. No more drinking. No more bong hits. Only one thing can save you now.
What, Valium?
No, studying. You need to study.
What? You're insane.
It'll be fun. We'll read our books together. We'll make sure we get to all our classes. We'll quiz each other. We'll be study buddies.
No, I don't do that. That's not me, Josh.
Well, it's time to change.
I'm not going to pretend to be someone I'm not. There's this little thing called integrity.
Sunny, the bartender who's been eavesdropping, leans in, a drinking straw poking out of each hand.
You roommates? Then I got your answer right here. Take a straw.
Cooper and Josh obey. Cooper's straw is half the size of Josh's.
Okay. You kill yourself, and you get straight A's. There, problem solved.
What are you talking about?
The drunk at the bar stool next to him joins the conversation.
Guess they didn't tell you about that in their little brochures.
Gilman's always had a problem with suicide. Every few years, a bunch of you brainiacs go throwing yourselves in front of cars and hanging yourselves with dental floss and shit.
3 kids jumped off down the bridge and they land on their fucking heads. Low tide.
Supposedly, got a rule. If your roommate kills himself, you get straight A's. There's such big humanitarians over there.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. You can't be expected to study if you're, grieving for your dead roommate. I couldn't study if you died.
You can't study now.
Well, so these rules, you think they got them written down somewhere?
Probably the library.
Where's the library?
You're asking me? I'm a fucking bartender. You're the student.
Cooper turns to Josh, the gleam in his eye.
The library, Josh. You know where that is, don't you? Take me to the library.
Exterior library establishing. Interior library entrance night. Cooper and Josh walk into the library.
So this is the library, huh? Wow, it's huge. We're looking for the college rule book. You got something like that?
The school charter in the basement, sub 2.
Cooper smiles excitedly at Josh. Interior library archives. Moments later, in the bowels of the library, Josh and Cooper search the stacks of the college charter. It is eerie and gloomy, as if no one's been down here in years.
Wow, must be a great college to have all these books. How are we going to find that charter? How are we going to find our way out of here?
Would you shut up? Here it is.
Cooper stands before a glass case inside a dusty, leather-bound tome.
Wow, the college charter.
Cooper flips the glass lid and starts reading.
I'm going upstairs to study. Have fun.
Well, wait a minute. Aren't you even curious?
No, this is totally ridiculous.
Don't leave me down here, Josh. Libraries give me the creeps.
Later, Josh sits on the floor, engrossed in a textbook while Cooper continues a search for the suicide clause. Suddenly, Cooper barks.
Holy shit, listen. Notwithstanding anything to the contrary, blah, 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 a student found to have died as a result of own willful act, yada, yada, any other student residing in housing unit of said student shall be rewarded grades of the highest order regardless of academic standing. What the hell does this mean? Is this it? Is this it, Josh?
That's it.
Cooper rips the page from the book. Josh is incredulous.
What are you doing?
We gotta copy this for proof.
Later, in the reading room, Cooper and Josh walk through the library filled with diligent students.
Who are all these people?
A few students shush Cooper in unison.
Shh, why are they telling me to shh?
Because it's a library. You're supposed to be quiet.
Right.
Josh sits down to study. Cooper looks at Josh with a broad, infectious grin.
I'm not going to kill myself in case that's what you're getting at.
Well, come on, be a sport, Josh. You're fucked anyway. This way, at least one of us comes out on top.
Again, Cooper gets shushed. He's offended.
It's like martial law in here.
Then you kill yourself.
Me kill myself, then I'd be dead, and now I can't see that working.
Once again, Cooper is shushed.
Oh, quit shushing me. I'm trying to have a conversation. Do you mind?
Interior microfilm room of the library. Cooper and Josh sit reading newspaper accounts of one of the machines. The headline reads, "Rash of campus suicides has Daleman in an uproar. Another student jumps off Daleman Bridge. Parents demand help for surviving roommates."
There it is, Josh, in black and white.
Great. Can I go now?
Somebody kills himself. The school doesn't want the roommates to suffer. There's been enough suffering, Josh.
You're wasting my time.
Here's an idea. You don't kill yourself, but we fake your death. I don't know, blow up your car.
I don't have a car.
We blow up something. We work it out. I give you my credit card. I give you some money to live on. Think of it. You'll be out on the lam, living the good life. You won't need much because, you grew up poor, right?
Cooper, leave me alone.
Exterior library night. Cooper chases after an irritated Josh.
Well, what about Kyle?
Who's Kyle?
Kyle, our other roommate, remember? The one from the Catholic school. He could kill himself. It's perfect.
Are you talking about murder, Cooper? Because if you are, our conversation's over.
No, I'm not talking about murder. I'm not Lyle Menendez. I am not Lyle Menendez, Josh.
Well, that's good to know.
There's got to be a way to make this work.
Cooper, I'm not going to be a part of your stupid scheme. Drop it.
But
I mean, shut the shit up.
Interior, Josh in Cooper's bedroom morning. Josh's alarm goes off. He sits up in bed. He is shocked to see Cooper up and about. Cooper dumps a few envelopes on Josh.
Wake up, sleepyhead. This mail came for you a few days ago. My bad. I'm off to the mall. I'll catch up with you later.
Cooper heads out the door whistling. Josh rubs his eyes and opens one of the envelopes. He looks concerned. Interior Roberta Banks's office day. Josh, anxious, enters.
Hi, Josh. Come on in.
I got a note you wanted to see me.
Just wanted to check up on you and make sure your head's above water.
Well, I don't know how well I did on my midterms. I've been a little distracted, but I'm not going to do anything but study from here on out.
Just remember, you got to keep a B+ average to keep your scholarship.
What? You're kidding. No one ever told me that.
Well, it's plainly stated in the material the school sent you. You must keep a B+ average or they will revoke your scholarship.
Not my scholarship. I mean, no way. They can't do that. Do you understand? I need that scholarship. I
Roberta, line 2.
Roberta picks up the phone.
Josh, there's no reason to get so worked up. It's not like you failed all your midterms. Oh, hi, honey. No, I don't think so.
Interior Mail Center later. Josh takes his graded midterms out of his box. They are all D's and F's. He screams. Interior Josh and Cooper's. Wow, that was a girly scream. Josh and Cooper's room day. Blackboard has been wheeled in, covered in Cooper's illegible chicken sprawl. All of Cooper's purchases are strewn around the room. Cooper is on the phone, his feet up on the desk. Josh, demented, enters the bedroom.
Yes, you've been very helpful, Shirley. I'll let you know if the doctor needs those files.
Josh walks straight to Cooper, yanks the phone from his hand, and then slams it down.
Well, that was rude. You don't look so good.
Why should I look good? These are my midterm scores. These are the scores I need on my finals to keep my scholarship. There is no mathematical way I can get these scores. I would have to get 4 A+pluses. I'm doomed. When I came here, Cooper, I was on a track. Do you know what a track is?
Josh draws a track on the blackboard.
Track, yes, it's beautiful, wonderful thing. It's a goal. It's a track. It's moving forward on a track. Now I have no track. I have nothing. I'm dead. You're looking at a dead man.
Well, then you're in. Well, this is great. This is great timing.
Great? What the? Great?
Josh, beet red, looks like he might strangle Cooper.
Easy, pal. You're okay. We have a way out. This is the best loophole ever. It's our only choice, and it's going to save both our asses. So mellow.
Cooper.
It's all written out on this blackboard here. My whole vision right here.
In what language?
Well, yeah, my penmanship's kind of gone to shit, but basically, here's Mr. Z.
Who's Mr. Z?
Mr. Z is the most suicidal guy on campus. Mr. Z is the guy who's going to kill himself, whether he lives with us or not. I figure he might as well live with us, so his death won't be in vain. He moves in, he kills himself, you keep your scholarship, and I say, flush off, Flushels.
Cooper, you're nuts. I got enough to deal with without you mind fucking me.
I am not mind fucking you, Josh. I am so dead serious. I'm like in the zone, man. Follow me to the zone. Josh, oh, Josh, come to the zone, Josh. Look, listen, the bottom line is you work in the housing office. I need you. I can't do it without you. Might as well give it a go. What do you have to lose?
The phone rings. Neither of them answer it.
Forget it, Cooper. Your brain is permanently fried. You need help? I would never in a million years follow you on some idiotic wild goose chase. Never.
Josh is interrupted as the answering machine picks up.
Hi, Joshy. It's Mom. Just calling to say hi. I'm so proud of you, honey. Who would have ever thought I would have a son in college? You're a genius, sweetie. I love you. Call me.
She hangs up. Josh has a change of heart.
So, what's this plan again?
Cooper smiles excitedly. Ooh. Exterior outside mental health clinic afternoon. Josh and Cooper, this is worse, both wearing sunglasses are hiding behind the row of hedges. Cooper takes photos with his telescopic camera of a male student entering the mental health clinic.
There's one. Oh, there's another. We've hit the jackpot. Oh, wow, this guy looks troubled. Josh, you're not saying anything.
Yay, yippee, woo, ah. Mhm.
Look, this is going to be so easy. Once we find out who these guys are, we'll steal their files. That way we can figure out which one is the most suicidal of all.
Cooper takes another picture of the student.
Oh, these guys look really depressed.
Zeke and Jerry walk by the hedge, spotting them.
Cooper?
Cooper attempts to hide, dropping to the ground and taking Josh with him. Zeke and Jerry peer down at them. What are you guys doing? Cooper and Josh look like they're in some strange embrace.
Could we have some privacy, please?
Zeke and Jerry nod, confused, and then keep walking.
Oh, that was close. They almost had us.
Cooper, they probably think we're making out back here.
I know. They're totally in the dark.
Josh doesn't know whether to laugh or cry. Interior Josh and Cooper's bedroom night. Cooper and Josh are both matching up the photos with the Facebook portraits. Josh finds a match.
Josh?
I got one. Todd McNiff, best of Maryland, poetry, loves animals. That's a good one. Huh? It's a good one.
Oh, hey, how about this guy? John Shear. He looks completely mental.
Cooper tacks a photo of the wall covered with the other photos. There's also an intricate drawing of a pulley system. Josh and Cooper stare at the walls, hypnotized.
We're really doing this, Cooper.
I know. We're so motivated.
I'm ready.
Exterior campus night. Two mysterious black-clad figures race through the campus. Exterior fire escape. The two figures mount the fire escape. They freeze under the sweeping lights of a campus security car. It's Josh and Cooper. Exterior mental health clinic rooftop night. Josh and Cooper run across the roof towards a skylight. Interior mental health clinic office night. Cooper and Josh look down through the skylight at the darkened offices in the mental health clinic. Exterior rooftop of mental health clinic night. Cooper attaches a long rope to a harness around his waist.
This is insanity, Cooper. We're gonna get kicked out of school before we ever flunk out.
How else are we going to figure out who's really nutso and who's just having a bad week? Now remember, your code name is Dinah.
What's yours?
Panther.
Why do you get to be Panther?
You shouldn't have missed the code name meeting.
Josh thinks about this moment and shrugs it off.
Take this rope. You're going to lower me down. Curve it around this pipe for leverage, okay? I'm risking my life for you. Remember that.
Cooper kneels over the skylight. He takes out a jimmy from his utility belt and tries to pry the skylight up. With one jerk, the skylight shatters loudly, sending a rain of glass into the office below. Cooper cringes and Josh clutches in his head. Moments later, Cooper is being slowly lowered into a room, a la Mission Impossible. He has a headset on and is talking into the mouthpiece.
Slow and steady, Dinah. Slow, steady.
Josh on the roof is struggling to keep the rope from pulling away, using a large metal pipe as leverage. Cooper lowers down slowly into the room. Suddenly, he loses balance and begins to wildly spin out of control. Josh, no longer able to withstand Cooper's weight, loses the rope. Interior clinic landing room night. Cooper falls to the floor with a thud, bonking his nose in the linoleum, the rope falling around him.
I'm in.
He gets up and runs out the door. Interior clinic lobby moments later. Cooper, his face entirely covered by his stocking cap, peers into the clinic lobby and runs. No sign of anyone. Interior hallway. Cooper creeps silently down the hall. He opens a doorway. Inside, a pathetic girl is sitting on a bed, crying her eyes out. She looks up to see Cooper standing in the doorway, looking like some kind of terrorist. This just makes her sob harder. Cooper closes the door. Cooper continues down the hall and tries another door. Interior file room. Cooper stands before a bank of metal file cabinets.
Dinah, I have reached the file room.
On the roof, intercut conversation.
Not die anymore. I'm Cobra. Strike first.
Jesus. Cooper tries one of the cabinets. It's unlocked.
These cabinets are locked. I'll use my Jimmy. Dinah, where's my Jimmy?
Josh spots a Jimmy by the broken skylight.
Your Jimmy's up here.
But I need my Jimmy.
Cooper tries to force open the cabinet, pulling with all his might. It will not budge. He starts kicking the handle with his foot. He's making a ton of noise. After a few kicks, he manages to break off the handle. On the roof, Josh spots a college security car pull up in front of the clinic. He cowers low to the roof. One guard steps out of the car and ambles up to the health clinic. Interior file room on Cooper. He's opened the cabinet. He has a list of names and is removing the files with those names on it.
Josh, is that you? I think I hear-
Abort!
What the fuck's going on?
Exterior rooftop of mental health clinic. Night.
The cops are here! Get out of there now!
Cooper, panicking, scrambles to grab a few more files. Exterior clinic entrance. The guard unlocks the front door and enters. Exterior rooftop of mental health clinic. Night. Josh goes through his coat and pulls out a hand-drawn map of the health clinic.
Go left, man. Take the south hallway.
In the hallway, Cooper, with a stack of files, runs down the hall. He spots the guard heading his way. The guard spots him and starts chasing him. Cooper turns and runs into the hallway. Interior outer hallway. The guard grabs Cooper's trailing rope and is dragged down the hallway by Cooper, running full speed. Cooper pushes his way through the double doors. The guard smashes into the doors and stops Cooper's with momentum. Cooper flies backwards and lands on the floor. He gets up again and tugs at the rope, dragging the guard through the double doors. Interior clinic lobby. Cooper heads into the lobby, still dragging the guard behind him. He makes a sharp left, causing the old guard to careen off the curved reception desk and land, thudding into the wall. Cooper thinks fast, runs to the lobby wall and pushes it open, or lobby window and pushes it open. Just as the security guards enter, Cooper takes a running jump. The window closes. Cooper crashes through it, somersaulting into the hedgerow. Exterior mental health clinic alley. Cooper tries to jump to his feet, but the rope is still attached to his harness. He yanks himself free just as Josh appears. They start running for dear life. Interior Josh and Cooper's bedroom. Later, Cooper and Josh burst into the room. Cooper is beside himself with self-satisfaction.
We were so Van Damme. Van Damme. Van Damme. Say it with me, Josh.
Van
Van
Damme.
Damme.
Van Damme. Van Damme.
Okay, after a moment, Josh stops.
All right, now it's pathetic.
One of these guys is our lucky Mr. Z. Let's get busy.
Interior library, reading room night. Josh and Cooper are two of the handful of late night library dwellers. They look like they've been here for hours. Both are reading books on suicide. Someone nearby is chatting. Interior classroom day. An orientation meeting is being led by a stern-faced Mrs. Boyson. On the blackboard, the words suicide hotline.
Suicidal impulses come from feeling powerless over one's problems. By no means. Young man, could you please take a seat?
Cooper noisily makes his way to a seat, taking a few pamphlets on suicide, and then plopping down.
The caller should be told that suicide is never the answer.
Say there's someone really depressed.
Mrs. Boyson is ruffled by Cooper's interruption.
Could you please raise your hand?
Oh, yeah. Say there's someone that's really depressed, but he might not actually kill himself.
The prank call?
No, it's not a prank. The guy will probably kill himself eventually, but he's kind of on the fence.
Why don't I take questions at the end of the lecture? Now, the tone of voice.
What would push him over the edge? Send him running for the razors. Anything come to mind?
Mrs. Poison is alarmed.
What? You're supposed to be an expert.
Interior psychology department the next day. Josh taps on a door. The name tag on the door reads Professor Durkheim, psychology department. Interior Professor Durkheim's office. The Professor Durkheim looks up as Josh enters his office.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Hi, I'm Josh Miller.
Are you one of my students?
Josh sits, bouncing his legs up and down nervously.
No. I was just in the neighborhood that I'd pop in.
You seem nervous, Mr. Miller.
Nervous? Me, no. I had a question. I don't know really how to put this if someone was really depressed and contemplating suicide.
A look of concern crosses Professor Durkheim's face.
Is this a personal question?
Oh, no, not at all. Just kind of curious.
The professor picks up a remote and presses a button. His door closes automatically.
Why don't you tell me about yourself, Josh? Where are you from?
Exterior courtyard, outside dormitory day. Josh looks dazed as he heads home from his impromptu analysis session. Rachel approaches.
Hey. Hi. Hey, Josh. Where you been? I was wondering if you died or something, stranger.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Take it easy. Here you go.
What is it?
It's my short story. You said you wanted to read my writing.
Oh yeah, great. You wouldn't have a shorter short story.
I'm a little nervous. It's the first thing I've ever written for school.
Josh. Hey, Josh.
What? I'm busy.
We got to make some decisions right now. Hey, Rachel.
Hey, Cooper.
In a minute.
Right now. Don't make me come down there.
I gotta go, but I want to see you. I think about you all the time.
Well, let's hang out tonight. Why don't you come by my room after dinner?
Okay.
He leans in and they exchange an awkward kiss.
Hey, Josh.
Well,
Moments later, room 212, Josh enters. Cooper is a stack of books on suicide.
Look, I borrowed these from the library. They let you do that. So what did that professor say?
Not much. He thinks I'm suicidal.
We have to choose our Mr. Z right now. Cliff O'Malley. This guy. He's it, man. Look at these close set eyes. And that drool. That's definitely drool.
I don't know. I like these guys.
Josh holds out a handful of files.
Listen to this. Patient has an intense death wish. Set bed on fire. Reckless, alcoholic, psychotic. He's perfect. He's
you.
When we find his dead body in our room, you're gonna thank me.
He's kind of spooky, Cooper.
Oh, I'll tell you what spooky is. No more college. That's what's spooky. Compared to that, this guy's little bunny foo-foo.
Exterior campus courtyard, dusk. Cliff, looking stoned out of his mind, leans out of a second-story window. He yells down to one of his frat brothers.
Jeff! Hey, man!
This guy's, he's yelling out, looks up, embarrassed. Cliff pretends like he's lost his balance.
Whoa! I'm gonna fall! Catch me, Jeff!
Jeff is horrified. Cliff fake slips, just barely catching himself before he plummets. He laughs maniacally. Across the courtyard, Cooper and Josh watch in amazement.
Maybe this isn't such a good idea.
Listen, Josh, we have 3 weeks till finals. He's our only hope. He wants to die. Why can't he die in our room with his new best friends?
Interior fraternity later. Cooper and Josh walk up the steps to Cliff's room. They can hear the Steve Miller Band blasting from within. Cooper knocks, then pounds, then simply opens the door. Inside Cliff's room, moments later, Cooper and Josh yell out to Cliff on the window ledge. He's out there tossing water balloons at the passersby below.
Hey, Cliff O'Malley.
Cliff comes back in from the ledge, frowning.
Water, man, chill out.
No, we just want to talk to you.
Good. Sick of the goddamn whiners at this school.
Josh and Cooper sit in Cliff's nightmarish room. There's a sea of bizarre crap littering the floor.
This school has a big rock up its ass. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, totally.
I'm living in a frat, and these fuckers want to kick me out for not observing quiet hours. Well, they can suck my quiet dick. You know what I'm saying?
Totally. You know, we like to party. We party all the time, right, Josh?
Yeah, we're always partying hard. Yeah.
Really? Well, grab a beer.
Josh and Cooper reluctantly grab bottles of beer off the floor. Ugh. Cliff shakes his head at Josh as Josh sips.
That one's not beer.
Whoa. Josh spews out whatever's in his mouth.
Hey, who are you guys?
I'm Cooper, and this is Josh.
You know what? I forgot I'm supposed to be somewhere.
Sit down, Josh. So, did you say they're trying to kick you out of here? Because we actually have an open room where we live.
They're just pissed because I let the gas on downstairs. Couple of people lost consciousness. Nobody died.
Josh and Cooper exchange looks.
Yeah, I gotta meet Rachel. I said I'd stop by her room at 7, and
Well, it kind of depends on where you're going with this.
I do. I wake up humping the bed and I get these urges so bad it hurts, you know?
that's not good.
Chicks like to party?
No.
Josh does. He's heading over to a chick's room right now. Why don't we all go?
Josh glares at Cooper. Cliff smiles. Interior fraternity hallway moments later. Cliff leads Josh and Cooper down the hall. As the frat brothers see Cliff approaching, they all duck into the rooms, out of his way.
Parker, your ass is grass. You're Kraus. You mind our buddies. Where'd he go? Hey, anybody want to go party?
Every door in the hall slams shut as they pass. Interior Kristen and Rachel's room night. Kristen and Rachel and Lucy are sitting on a couch looking horrified. Across the room, Cooper and Josh watch Cliff take a huge hit from a bong. Cliff whispers to them.
One of them is for me.
What?
Which one of these girls is for me?
I don't know, Cliff. I think they're all lesbians, actually.
Lesbians! You guys are fucking cool, man. Hey, girls, how's it hanging? I like your room. You painted that picture.
I did.
Cool. It's so smooth. Does anybody want a bong hit?
He hands Lucy the bong.
Oh, here. I'll light it for you.
It's okay, I can light it myself.
Shut up, kid!
She relents. He lights the bong for her, accidentally lighting her long hair on fire. Lucy jumps to her feet, screaming. The others are stunned and immobilized.
Oh my God, her hair's on fire.
Rachel puts the fire out by hitting Lucy on the head with a couch cushion. Ow. Moments later, Rachel's bedroom. Rachel, Kristen, Josh, and Cooper are having a powwow. Ooh, it's not politically correct. Through the doorway, Cliff can be seen taking a bong hit.
Josh, when you said you wanted to hang out, is this what you had in mind? Where did you find this guy?
What? You don't like him?
He set Lucy's hair on fire.
He's psychotic.
Well, you know, he's an acquired taste.
Get him out of here.
Lucy is staring into a mirror, sobbing. Her hair is singed and smoky. Exterior clock hall. Later, Cooper, Josh, and Cliff head out of the girls' dorm.
I don't know. Whenever I catch on fire, I always remember stop, drop, and roll. You don't just stand there screaming like a girl.
Don't worry about it.
I think I just screwed up in there with Rachel.
Screw those chicks. You know what we should do? Go into town and get some hookers. You know, I know just the hooker too. Her name's Garland. She's beautiful, man.
Interior Cliff's car traveling night. Cliff is behind the wheel of the jalopy. Josh is in the passenger seat and Cooper in the back frightened.
I really shouldn't be driving. My license has been revoked.
For what?
Attempted vehicular manslaughter. Whatever that means.
Cliff swerves. We hear honking and the screeching of brakes. Exterior Cliff's car traveling later in the car. Cliff's car appears in the distance as he barely slows down as he approaches Main Street. Cliff screeches to a halt next to the general store. There are some locals milling about and a police car parked by the curb. A couple of Renfield, New Hampshire policemen walk out of the store holding donuts and coffee.
Why are we stopping?
Josh, would you be so kind as to ask the officer where I-95 is?
I remember I-95.
Josh hesitates, then leans out the car window. The policeman walks over to the car.
Excuse me, sir.
Policeman leaves in.
I'm sorry. Could you please tell us how to get?
Suddenly, Cliff pushes Josh back against the seat and yells to the policeman.
Look, I smell a pig. Hey, piggies. Hey, little piggies.
Dude, what are you doing?
The police grabs Josh and tries to yank him out of the car.
Out of the car, assholes!
Instead, Cliff slams on the gas and peels out. Frantically, the policemen jump into their patrol car. Interior Cliff's car, traveling.
You ever been in a high-speed chase before? It's intense.
We hear the sound of sirens behind them. Exterior Main Street. The cop car skids out onto the road. Interior Cliff's car, traveling. Cliff opens his glove box. A gun falls out into Josh's lap. Cliff grabs it and waves it out of the window.
I hate it when you do this.
Cliff shoots into the air. Josh and Cooper
Ah!
scream. Cliff is out.
I think we're losing them.
Jesus. He turns to Cooper and Josh. Their doors are open and they are nowhere in sight. They've ditched the car.
Guys.
Exterior country road night. Josh and Cooper roll into the side of the road as the cop car passes by. Josh, furious, is muttering to himself.
You okay?
I've listened to you for the last time. Where the hell are we? you stupid
Look, we'll just
fuck?
hitchhike back to campus. It's no big deal.
Cooper sticks his thumb out. Not a car for miles.
Stick out your thumb, Josh, or they won't see you.
Interior Willard hallway night. Hank, Zeke, and Jerry are all playing hall hockey. Josh and Cooper, in angry silence, enter. A hockey puck narrowly misses their heads.
Guys, what's happening?
Josh and Cooper say nothing, entering their room and slamming the door. I think they're having a lover's quarrel.
What are you talking about?
We saw him making out in the bushes the other day.
Bullshit.
Cooper and Josh can be heard arguing through the door.
Look, neither of us have ever done anything like this before. If we're gonna go through with it, I want us to be safe.
I thought you and I were tight back there. Just don't ever pull out on me again halfway through.
I don't think you know what you're doing. I'm talking over from here.
You know, Josh, you're so anal.
Zeke, Hank, and Jerry went inside the room. Josh picks up a photo of their next candidate, Buckley Shrink, a slight nervous looking computer science major. Cooper is making himself a drink to calm his nerves.
Here's our man, Buckley Shrank. He's a paranoid, delusional, suicidal urges, attempting to give himself a lobotomy.
What?
Don't butt me. He's my guy. He's great. We've got 2 weeks to move him in and push him over the edge.
Let's at least check him out first.
Interior computer school computer room day. Buckley is creating a program on one of the school's computer. Dark circles around his eyes. Suddenly he sees the reflection of Josh and Cooper in his monitor and he gasps.
Hey, man, what are you working on?
Nothing. Stuff. Why?
Buckley speaks in a nervous clip.
Looks interesting.
It's not.
You like computers?
No, maybe. Why?
You a computer science major?
What do you want?
We were just heading over to the dining hall for a bite to eat.
You want to come with?
I don't understand. Who are you?
Cooper, Josh, going to lunch.
I got class. Excuse me.
Buckley jumps from his chair and takes off. Cooper and Josh exchange looks, then spot Buckley through the window, scampering across the courtyard. He has the mannerism of a hunted deer, his head jerking around, his eyes darting every which way, always keeping an eye out for imaginary predators. Interior cafeteria day. Buckley is eating by himself at a table. He looks up to see Josh and Cooper.
I thought you said you had a class.
You lied to us.
I'm sorry. You don't understand.
We're not good enough for you.
No, it's
Buckley surveys the room, then speaks in a soft voice.
there are people on this campus who are trying to kill me.
What?
A cafeteria worker comes by to take Buckley's tray.
Are you finished with these?
No.
Buckley has a brief tug of war over the tray. After the cafeteria worker departs, Buckley turns back to Josh and Cooper.
See what I mean? My therapist thinks I'm paranoid, but I have proof that he's been co-opted. I'm sorry. I have to go. I'm sorry.
Buckley gets up from the table, knocking over his tray. He races from the cafeteria.
My guy, yes. We're moving him in today.
Interior Kyle's bedroom day. Cooper takes down all of Kyle's supermodel posters. Hallway, moments later, Cooper dumps posters and other stuff into a utility closet. Interior housing office day. Josh is typing out a room transfer request. He types the name Buckley Shrank. Merrily is looking on. Back in Kyle's bedroom, Cooper has cleared out the entire room. He puts a bugging device in the telephone receiver. Back in the housing office, Josh smiles innocently as Merrily as he files Buckley's transfer request. Interior, outside Buckley's room day, Cooper knocks on Buckley's door.
Who's there?
It's Cooper. Remember me?
I'm busy. Go away.
Let me in before they see me.
Buckley opens the door, peering into the hallway. Cooper looks frightened.
Before who sees you?
I think I'm being followed.
Interior Buckley's room continues. Buckley chains his door and double bolts it. The room is dark and the curtains are pulled.
You're being followed? They know where I am. Oh God. Oh God.
What's going on? Are you in some kind of trouble?
I can't go into it. William Casey did not die of a brain tumor. Do you understand? He's not even dead. He and Vince Foster are living near Mount St. Helens. They've been shooting canisters of nuclear waste into a lava tube.
You're kidding. Why?
It's not their idea. They've been blackmailed into it. But the man responsible is very rich and powerful and will stop at nothing to make sure this information is suppressed.
Jesus Christ.
No, the Antichrist, and I mean that. Literally, he's evil.
What's his name?
I can't tell you that. Bill Gates.
Bill Gates is the Antichrist? Well, what does he want from you?
My brain. He's already got half of it because I fell asleep at Newark Airport. I'm this close to taking my own life. Maybe that way I can stop the apocalypse.
Makes sense to me. Listen, I think you should get out of here. There's an empty room in our dorm. They'll never find you there.
I can't keep running. Oh God.
I think they may be spraying this building with chemicals.
Neutrino beams. They're trying to extract my brain cells magnetically.
Jesus. Buckley goes to the window and opens the curtain. Just outside, disguised in an anti-chemical astronaut-like suit, is Josh. He has a hose in his hand and is spraying the window. Buckley screams!
Ah!
Interior room 212, Kyle's room, or Buckley's room. Later, Buckley sits in his new room surrounded by computer boxes. Josh and Cooper watch from the door.
Well, if you need anything, we're right in here.
Buckley nods, quivering. Moments later, Josh and Cooper's bedroom. Josh and Cooper high-five each other.
I knew my guy was going to work. Was I right or was I right?
I have to hand it to you. He's good.
Good? Of course he's good. He's the best. He's my guy. I love my guy.
Interior bathroom day. Buckley enters the bathroom. He walks straight to the shower curtain and yanks it back. No one there. He's relieved. Interior suicide hotline night. Mrs. Boyson is counseling a distressed caller.
Yes. Uh-huh. I see. I understand. Have you tried telling your parents how you feel?
Cooper is here making personal calls.
Mezzanine? Can I even see the band from there? Well, how much are they? $150? Are you insane? Oh, drop dead.
Mrs. Boysen is flabbergasted. Interior Buckley's new roommate. Buckley has hooked up his computer and is frantically typing away. Josh enters the room.
Hey there.
You want?
Listen, Cooper. Listen, Cooper told me about this whole conspiracy thing.
Oh, farce! Now you're in danger. This is getting out of control.
You know, when I get really stressed out, I call the suicide hotline.
Josh hands Buckley a brochure for the suicide hotland. Hotland. Buckley looks at it skeptically. Jesus, Travis is right off on me. Interior suicide hotline leader. Cooper scrambles to get to the phone before Mrs. Boysen can.
Suicide hotline.
Interior Buckley's room night. Buckley, his hand shaking, is on the other end.
I think I'm having a panic attack.
Intercut phone call.
What seems to be the problem?
Cooper gives a thumbs up to a curious Mrs. Boysen. She turns her attention to another call.
I don't know. I think they're on to me. It's hard to explain. I'm very frightened.
You should be.
Who is this?
Who do you think it is?
No.
It's me, Buckley. Bill. Yeah, Bill Gates.
Oh God.
You can't hide anymore. I've tapped your phones. I can see you right now. You're wearing a green V-neck sweater and khaki pants.
Buckley looks down at his outfit and shrieks.
Ah! What do you want from me?
Your brain, Buckley. Your brain.
Buckley slams down the phone, deranged. Buckley instantly unscrews the mouthpiece on the telephone receiver, and sure enough, a bugging device. Interior room 212, common room labor. Cooper, carrying a shopping bag, returns. Josh is waiting for him in the common room. They speak in whispers.
How is he?
Who? Oh, you mean my guy. My guy's freaking out. My guy won't come out of his room. My guy's going to kill himself.
Look, how many times are you going to remind me that he's your guy?
My guy. Hey, look, everybody, it's my guy. I guess 3 times, 4.
That's not before. They both try to peer in Buckley's room through the keyhole. Suddenly, a hand reaches in and taps Josh on the shoulder. They both spin around, startled. Rachel stands above them.
What are you doing?
Oh, hey, Rachel. I'm.
Listen, I just came by to see what your thoughts were of my story. I gotta turn it in tomorrow.
Oh, it was great. I was just telling Cooper this morning. How'd I put it, Coop?
You said it was fucking hilarious.
Hilarious? It's not supposed to be funny. Were you laughing at it?
No, Rachel. The truth is, I haven't read it yet.
What? Too busy partying? Josh, what's your deal? We make plans to hang out. You bring some psycho by my room who sets Lucy's hair on fire, and then I never hear from you again.
I'm sorry. I've just been really busy. I'm actually kind of in the middle of something right now.
You know what, Josh? You're acting like a jerk. I'll see you later.
Rachel, wait.
Rachel exits. You go, girl. Josh shakes his head.
Would it have been so hard to read that story, Josh?
Josh shoots him a look. Interior bathroom day. Josh watches as Cooper unloads his bag. Rope, razors, sleeping pills. They still whisper.
What is all these?
The pamphlets say it's crucial to keep all instruments of self-destruction away from the suicidal person. So I ran out and bought all this stuff.
Cooper arranges the items around the sink.
You tie this rope into a noose. Hurry.
I don't know how to tie a noose.
Shh. Did you hear that?
Outside, bathroom continuous. Buckley, a jumble of nerves, approaches the bathroom. He enters. Cooper and Josh are nowhere in sight. Buckley and goes to the toilet and pees. He flushes behind the shower curtain. Cooper and Josh are wedged into the shower.
We're like the Hardy Boys from hell.
Shh.
On Buckley, he's inspecting all of the suicide devices. He picks up a packet of razors. Suddenly, his head turns. He walks over to the shower curtain and grabs the curtain. He yanks the curtain back, revealing Josh and Cooper huddling together. Josh has a noose in his hands.
Hey, Buckley.
Buckley screams and runs from the room. Buckley runs through the common room and into Josh and Cooper's bedroom, locking the door behind him. In the common room, Josh and Cooper stand outside their bedroom door.
Buckley, look, we can explain.
You're
Buckley?
in on it. You're with Bill Gates.
No, we're not. We're your friends.
On Buckley.
You're trying to kill me.
Buckley backs into the corner of the room. Something on the desk catches his eye. It's his mental health file with an attached photo. He picks it up, horrified. He looks into the floor. The protective chemical astronaut suit Josh was wearing outside Buckley's window is bundled up in a ball by his feet.
This isn't in my head. This is really happening.
Interior hallway moments later, Josh, killing me, Eric. Josh and Cooper's hallmates are stand in the doorways, amazed at the spectacle of Buckley running exuberantly down the hallway, screaming.
I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
Exterior campus courtyard day. Josh and Cooper sit outside the student center looking unkempt like they haven't slept in days.
So much for your guy.
Look at everyone studying. I hate them.
Panning the courtyard, we see students preparing for finals, discussing schoolwork, silently reading their books.
Finals are in a week. We're doomed.
Josh spots Roberta and Professor Durkheim conferring nearby. They seem to be pointing over at Josh.
Oh God, there's my advisor. She's probably trying to get me kicked out of here. What was I thinking listening to you?
Josh gives Roberta and Durkheim a wave, a half wave.
You know what we need to do? Get stoned. All of my great ideas come to me when I'm baked out of my skull.
Cooper, when have you ever had a great idea? It's over. I'm out. You're driving me crazy.
Josh gets up and stares, or starts walking.
Well, where are you going?
Somewhere. I know. I won't run into you. Class.
They are interrupted by a shouting of students. A crowd has gathered a few yards away. Josh and Cooper jostle their way to the throng. On the pavement is Cliff, his limbs splayed every which way, with a beer in one hand and water balloon in the other. He's dead. The crowd is abuzz.
What happened?
I heard he. Oh shoot, man! Yeah, he was throwing water balloons out of that window, and he just fell.
He's dead.
A few of Cliff's frat brothers hug each other, relieved. Cooper appears behind Josh, pulling at him.
Come here, come here.
Cooper pulls Josh away from the crowd.
Oh my God, what a tragedy.
I know, we were so close.
Cooper, geez, poor guy. He was such a freak.
Do you know what this means? This means we're on the right track, Josh. We can't give up now. We still have a week before finals. We find one more guy, get him to open a vein, and we're golden.
There's a murmuring from the crowd.
Wait, he's breathing. He's alive.
The crowd cheers, except for Cliff's frat brothers, who seem disappointed. Moments later, an ambulance arrived. Josh and Cooper watch as Cliff, disoriented on a stretcher, is being loaded into the back.
Hey, you can see my bones. Oh.
The ambulance door closes and Cliff is driven away. Interior dining hall night, Cooper and Josh are eating dinner and observing Matt at a neighboring table. Cooper hands Josh a file with an attached photo. Of brooding, good-looking Matt Noonan.
Matt Noonan, depressive, death fixation, constant threats of suicide. This is it.
Matt sits with a group of alternative-looking derelicts, all wearing black.
Okay, no dick smacking around. Let's just get him in the room and then send him on his way to the netherworld.
Dick smacking, that's hilarious. Interior housing office day. After crumpling up Buckley Shranks transfer. Josh types up a new one. The name on the transfer, Matthew Noonan. Interior Student Post Office Day. Matt visits his mailbox. Two of his bandmates, Luke and Sky, watches Matt opens the envelope Cooper has delivered.
What is it?
Matt, annoyed, hands the envelope over to Luke.
Due to high levels of asbestos, you are being transferred to room 212, Willard Dormitory.
Bureaucracy. They love to fuck you over.
Matt clutches his head like this is the worst fate imaginable.
Oh, damn it.
Interior room 212, common room day. Josh and Cooper peer into the hallway.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
They try to act casual as Matt opens the door, holding an electric guitar and an amp. Cooper and Josh are overly enthused to see him.
Hey, you must be our new roommate.
You need any help moving in your stuff?
Oh. Oh no. What the hell do you want?
You're a musician? You a musician? You a musician?
I'm
Jesus
sorry,
Christ.
what the fuck did you say?
Matt
just-
rubs his face, suffering from some ineffable pain.
Are you in a band?
Kiss my ass.
What?
What?
That's the name of the fucking band.
Oh yeah. You guys are playing the big pre-finals party, right?
If I'm still around.
What do you mean?
Who are you? Fucking Kurt Lauder? Can you shut your goddamn door?
Oh, sure, man.
Cooper and Josh shut the door behind him, smiling.
I love this guy.
Later, Cooper and Josh are in their bedroom. We can see Matt, Luke, and Sky practicing a song in the common room. A few lanky groupie girls sit around, fawning.
My words have spun ever since my tragic birth. And ever when I'm in my grave, I will pollinate the earth.
Lets out a horrible shriek, then tosses the microphone to the floor.
Oh,
Deafening feedback. Cooper and Josh exchange looks. Matt looks like he's suffering from the worst migraine headache ever experienced.
Wow. That was psychedelic.
Sounded bitchin', Matt.
practice is over. This music is crap. It's fucking crap.
He kicks over an amplifier and flops down on the corner, his back to the others.
Want to get some food?
Just get out of here.
Sky, Luke, and the groupie girls dutifully depart. Oh, he's so tragic. Cooper and Josh peek their heads into the common room.
You guys really rock. Nice job.
Yeah, maybe someday we'll play for millions of teeny boppers and make music videos. Won't it be groovy? Fuck it all.
Matt stands and exits the room. Later, Cooper in Josh's bedroom. Josh is asleep. Josh's dream. Josh is in anatomy class. The students surround the cadaver. Josh looks down. He is the corpse on the slab. Peering down at his blue frozen body are all of his professors. They look ghoulish and wield large knives. Roberta holds up Josh's answering machine. We hear Josh's mother's voice.
Don't disappoint me, Joshy.
Back in the bedroom, Josh moans in bed, waking Cooper. Cooper, eyes open, hears the sound of muffled laughter coming from the other room. Moments later, Cooper is peering through the keyhole into Matt's room. We can see Matt watching television on his bed. Matt is giggling, watching America's Funniest Home Videos type show. Suddenly, Matt hears something. He walks to the door and opens. Cooper jumps back, trying to act casual.
What the hell?
You watching TV or something?
No,
Oh, well, I heard laughing and
Laughing? Yeah, I'm a real big laugher. Fuck you!
Matt slams the door. Back in the bedroom, Cooper rouses Josh.
get up, get up.
What is it?
Something's not right, Josh. I don't think this guy is who he thinks he is.
Cooper goes over to the mini bar and frantically mixes himself a martini.
What? Didn't you hear what he said? If I'm still around, that means he might not be around. Around meaning alive. He may not be alive.
Well, maybe he's not that depressed.
This guy has what it takes, Cooper. You know, I'm this close to letting you get your own guy. What are you doing?
I'm worried, man. I need a drink.
No, we have 3 days. We need to focus, Cooper. We need to focus. No drinks.
Josh kicks the mini bar. That's a travesty, which rolls across the room and slams into the wall, all of its bottles shattering. That is horrifying. Cooper is mortified.
Are you
rightfully.
insane?
You have to pay for that. No more distractions. No more drinks. No more bong hits.
Josh walks over to the bong.
Josh, no, Josh, what are you doing?
This is for you, Cooper. I'm doing this for you.
Josh sends the glass bong toppling over. Cooper lunges to save it, but he's too late. The bong shatters into 1,000,000 pieces. Cooper picks up a few pieces, heartbroken.
It's the only way.
I say we murder him.
Matt suddenly enters the room. They attempt to perk up.
Oh, hey, man, how you feeling?
Like crap.
He feels like crap.
Yeah. I had this creepy dream. Kiss My Ass played the pre-final party, and afterward, I put a gun in my mouth and pulled the trigger. Bam! Bam! It was so real.
Well, if it was real, I'm not sure you get that second shot off.
Didn't catch that.
I'm a horrible person for laughing. Matt exits. Cooper and Josh exchange looks of hope.
I think I just heard a cry for help, didn't you?
I think I did.
I'm so emotional. Yes, yes.
They try to muster the strength to hug each other. Exterior courtyard, mail center day. Cooper, looking ecstatic, exits the mail center and struts through campus. He waves to his friends, beaming.
Hey, guys, long time no see. Let's party tonight.
He spots a student tacking a poster onto a tree. Kiss My Ass is playing tonight at pre-finals party. This makes Cooper even happier. He spots Kristen and embraces her from behind.
Ah, Kristen, my true love.
Yeah, right. Where have you been?
Working. I'm getting straight A's for the semester.
You're getting straight A's. Please.
Phi Beta Kappa. That's me. Hey, we've got 20 minutes before next period. Want to head back to the room for a quick, you know what? Oh, come on. Don't you miss me?
In your dreams, Cooper.
Oh, geez, you're hurting my feelings.
Oh, well, maybe I can make it up to you at a party tonight.
Cooper's eyes widen. Oh, keep going. No, please don't. Kristen smiles, walking away. Interior dorm room hallway desk. Josh waits in the hall as Cooper returns.
He's been in his room all day. I've got a real good feeling about this.
Maybe he's dead already.
Pickle walks by.
What are you guys up to?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Outside Matt's room, moments later, dusk. Cooper and Josh are about to bust in.
Now, if he's hanging from his noose, try to act surprised.
They swing the door open. Matt is primping in front of a mirror. Embarrassed, Matt glowers at them.
Jesus Christ!
Hey, we're just checking up on you. Oh, sorry. Josh, go ahead. Oh, Josh.
I just moved my page. Hold on. That was we were at the
You
You know what?
Fuck.
Fuck it. I heard you guys were perverts.
Matt picks up his guitar an amp and heads out the door on page 98.
I got it.
Fraternity night. Matt and his band are about to play a packed house. A huge sign behind them reads, "Kiss my ass!" Josh and Cooper are in the audience. Kristen and Lucy are here as well, swooning over Matt. Lucy wears a conspicuous wig. Cooper is the only one dancing.
So, this last one's called Sperm.
I'll be back in a second. Keep your eye on him.
Josh walks off.
God, he's such a fox.
Oh God, don't make me sick.
He's so intense.
Well, enjoy him while you still can.
What's that supposed to mean?
Cooper shrugs blithely. The band starts playing and Matt screeches his heart out. Later, the pre-finals party is in full swing. The room is packed wall to wall with rowdy students. Cooper is fixated on Matt's every move. Cooper is keeping his eye on Matt. Kristen and Lucy begin to gush as Matt passes.
That was amazing.
Fully, I loved it.
Whatever.
Cooper follows Matt into the crowd. Kristen turns to Lucy.
God, he's so fierce.
Later in the bathroom, Matt enters. He looks around and thinks he's alone. He smiles brightly in the mirror and sings.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Catch me a catch.
Suddenly, Cooper emerges from the stall.
What were you just doing?
What? Nothing.
Don't tell me nothing. You were just singing a show tune.
You're crazy. I'd never do that.
You can't be suicidal if you're singing show tunes.
What?
You're not even depressed.
Of course I'm depressed. Look at me.
You fucking poser.
Cooper, infuriated, grabs Matt by his collar and starts shaking him. Exterior frat house. Rachel is flirting with a guy when Josh pulls her aside.
Josh, I was having a conversation.
Rachel, I know I've been flaking on you lately, and I'm really sorry.
I'm not interested. I'm so sorry. I'm in lame excuses. What do you think? I was just gonna wait around for you until you were gonna. Sorry, multitasking is not my strong suit. I was just gonna wait around for you until you found some time for me. Forget it.
But Rachel,
I liked you, Josh. I really did. I thought you were a really great guy, but I guess I was wrong.
No, you weren't wrong. I really like you, and I'm a great guy.
Explain. Oh, anyway, suddenly Buckley appears looking demented. He points an accusing finger at Josh.
This man is a murderer. He's got files on all of us. He's creating a one world government. You see that guy? Kick him in the balls.
Rachel, astonished, walks back into the fraternity. Josh deflates. Cooper approaches holding Matt's yearbook.
Look, here's Marilyn Manson in high school.
Josh shows Matt's high school photo. He's a preppy, clean-cut yell boy holding a football banner and a megaphone.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Cooper looks over at Matt across the room. Horror of horrors, he's kissing Kristen.
Oh my God.
Everyone around them is in a state of camaraderie, hugging and expressing affection, having bonded throughout the semester. Josh and Cooper are in hell.
Let's get out of here.
I'm right behind you.
As they turn to leave, they are intercepted by Zeke.
Hey guys, what's wrong?
Long story.
I know what's going on.
You do?
You guys are having relationship problems.
It's more complicated than that.
I gotcha. I'm really tired with my uncle. He's gay like you guys. Look, I just want you to know that I'm cool with it. We all are.
Zeke points to Jerry and Hank nearby. They smile meaningfully at Josh and Cooper.
What?
What?
Exterior, outside party. Josh and Cooper walk glumly back to their dorm.
Well, looks like I'm a gay toilet cleaner.
Guess I'll go home and pack. Sorry about your mini bar
It's okay.
and your bong.
Cooper looks like he might cry.
Hey, cheer up. Let's go down to Pickle's room. I'll use his blender to make you a drink. What sounds good? A Mai Tai, Pina Colada?
Margarita.
Margarita it is.
Cooper manages a smile. Interior Pickle's room later. Josh and Cooper enter Pickle's room. Pickle, asleep on the couch, stirs.
Josh?
Hey, Pickle. Mind if we make ourselves a drink?
No, go ahead.
He lies back down. Josh and Cooper mix themselves drinks.
I'm gonna miss college.
Yeah, we had fun, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
I was gonna end up being a toilet cleaner anyway.
You know what's funny? I don't think I want to be a doctor. I don't think I ever wanted to be a doctor. It was just something to be.
You should come work for me in Flushels. You could be third in the shit cleaning command.
Josh laughs. He absently picks up a label maker. Josh looks down at the label maker. Typed out are the words, "Goodbye, can't take it, I'm sorry."
What is this? Goodbye. Can't take it. I'm sorry.
Cooper and Josh look over at the couch. His face simultaneously. Pickle is dead to the world. They talk like a pair of synchronized swimmers over to the couch.
Pickle?
There is an empty bottle of prescription pills in Pickle's hand.
Oh my shit. Oh my shit. Oh my shit.
What?
He's committed suicide.
I didn't even know he was depressed.
I know, he had all this great stuff. Josh, don't you see? This is the hand of God here. I prayed for this. This is a miracle sent from God. Pickle, dead.
Pickle seems to stir slightly.
Come on, we gotta move fast. Look, you go to the housing office, file the paperwork.
What is he?
No
You
waiting.
know-
Get to the housing office. This is it, Josh. We're set.
Cooper pushes Josh into the hallway. Exterior Willard, dormitory night. Josh runs out of his dorm, running towards the housing office. Interior Pickle's room. Cooper picks up an armlet of Pickle's stuff. Moments later, second floor hallway. Cooper carrying a blender and a few other appliances hustles down to the hallway. Interior housing office. Josh enters the darkened housing office and flips on the light. Pickle's room continues. Cooper searches for more things to carry down the hall. He grabs the microwave and exits. Interior room 212, common room, Kyle's room. Cooper surreptitiously walks down the hall with the microwave. He enters his room, dropping it with he spots Kyle and Kelly, arm in arm, standing before him.
What the hell's going on?
Who are you?
I live here.
Oh, Kyle. No, they moved you out. Sorry, buddy. They already moved someone else in, so sayonara.
Cooper slams the door in Kyle's face. Kyle reopens it.
Where's my posters? And who are those two people fucking in my room?
They walk to the bedroom and open the door. Inside, Matt and Kristen, half clothed, making out on the bed.
Oh, those guys. They threw your stuff out. They said to tell you to go fuck yourself.
Kelly, would you go out into the hallway for a second? Thanks, honey.
Get the hell out of here!
Matt and Kristen sit up in bed.
This is my room. Cooper, tell him.
I've never seen you before in my life.
Kyle
Oh.
picks up Matt's guitar and hurls it out the window.
That is so uncool.
You're next.
Kyle lunges at Matt threateningly. Matt and Kristen run from the room. Back in the housing office, Josh, frazzled, types up a room transfer. He types the name Pickle. He grimaces.
Pickle? What the fuck's his name?
Back in Josh and Cooper's room. Cooper has grabbed another armful of appliances and drops them in his room. He takes a deep breath before it begins another long haul. Housing office. Josh frantically flips through the Facebook. He finds Pickle's picture. The name under the photo is Louis Paisley.
Louis Paisley. Where'd you get that name, Pickle?
Josh stares at Pickle's poignant picture, heaviness, second thoughts. Interior hallway. Cooper carrying a TV set runs down the hallway. Interior Pickle's room. Later, Cooper returns to Pickle's room. He looks up to see Josh standing over Pickle's body. Josh has a stethoscope and is checking Pickle's vital signs. Josh sticks his finger down Pickle's throat, trying to make Pickle gag.
Come on, Pickle, throw up for me. Puke, Picky, Pickle, puke.
What are you doing?
Suddenly, the sound of an ambulance is heard outside. Exterior, outside dorm. Moments later, 2 EMTs load Pickle into the back of an ambulance. Josh, Cooper, and a few other students look on. Cooper is enraged. Later, Cooper and Josh have walked away from the crowd.
What the fuck?
Cooper, he was alive. I couldn't let him just die.
Josh, this is what we've been working for. This was our loophole. Don't you have enough brains to recognize a good loophole?
Cooper, the only loophole I've ever recognized is that you have a rich daddy who buys your way through life.
Cooper is pissed, having been hoisted by his own petard.
It's hard. Well, congratulations, buddy. You can go back to Indiana and spend the rest of your life in a bowling alley. Josh, people who make it in this world have guts. Obviously, you don't have any.
Cooper storms off. Josh stands there totally defeated, his stethoscope still around his neck. Exterior campus courtyard. Later, Josh at his lowest walks through the campus, lost in thought. His eyes are welling with tears. He sits down by a fountain, shaking his head. He puts the stethoscope in his ears. We can hear his heart beating. Aw, he's got one. Exterior bridge. Moments later, Josh wanders to the Delman Bridge. His eyes are glazed over, a look of desperation in his face. Josh walks to the edge of the bridge, a look of resolve on his face. He tosses the stethoscope over the edge, watching it fall slowly down to the water below. Interior frat party night. Cooper enters the party angry, depressed, and party's still raging. Lucy, drunk, her wig crooked, approaches. Cooper, hey, where you been? Where's Kristen? Cooper just shakes his head, passes by. Others greet him, but he just keeps walking. Moments later, Cooper sits by the keg alone, finishing off his beer. Suddenly, a guy runs into the party yelling,
Hey, there's someone on the bridge. He's gonna jump.
the other partygoers start running out.
It's Josh Miller.
Cooper's eyes widen. Exterior Daleman Bridge. Moments later, Josh stands at the edge of the bridge. He looks wild-eyed, desperate. A noisy crowd of students has gathered below the bridge, including Rachel, Hank, Zeke, Jerry, Kristen, and Lucy. Cooper pushes his way to the front of the crowd.
Josh, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, he already jumped.
No, what do you care? All you care about is yourself.
Josh, seriously, come down from there.
What's the point? My life's over.
Oh, why? Just because you're off your track? Josh, who gives a shit? That's so fucking stupid. Are you a fucking idiot?
Cooper realizes his approach is all wrong.
Look, I understand. It's scary not to know what's coming next, but suicide is never the answer. Yeah, that's right. Suicide is never the answer, Josh. We'll figure out a way to make it work.
An ambulance, its lights flashing, pulls up to the bridge entrance. The ambulance is followed by another car. Inside is Roberta.
I fucked up everything. I fucked everything up. I even fucked that up.
No, Josh, I'm the fuck up. I mean, you're on this little vacation in fuck up land, but I live here. I act like I have all the answers, but I don't. Look, all I know is I'm sorry. Please step back from that fucking ledge.
Josh looks down at Cooper. He can see that Cooper really means it. Oh, Josh smiles. He steps back from the ledge and the crowd cheers. Moments later, Cooper has met Josh up on the bridge. They embrace.
You're gonna be okay, man.
Do you think they bought it?
But what?
that I'm suicidal.
What?
I don't think they'll throw someone suicidal out of school, do you?
No, of course not.
Cooper realizes he's been part of a huge scam.
Phew, little bastard.
Hey, Cooper, think how proud your dad's going to be when he finds out you're a hero.
You are a fucking genius.
They pull out of their embrace to see the crowd clapping and waving. Hank, Jerry, Zeke, and Rachel have tears in their eyes.
They make such a cute couple. They make such a cute couple.
Oh, I said what?
Moments later, Josh is seated in the back of an ambulance as EMS rush around looking official. Cooper nearby talks to Roberta.
Well, I guess acting suicidal paid off, and the school gave me another semester to raise my grades.
Interior Professor Durkheim's office. Josh talks animatedly. Durkheim listens like a good analyst that he is.
I had to spend 6 months in intensive therapy with Professor Durkheim. It wasn't so bad. I learned that I like psychology more than medicine, so I changed my major.
Interior Fancy Restaurant Day. Josh, Cooper, and Mr. Fredrickson eat a lavish meal. Mr. Fredrickson puts his arm over Cooper proudly.
The school called Cooper's dad and told him what a hero Cooper was. He took us out to lunch and slipped us both spending money.
Interior Josh and Cooper's bedroom. Josh looks up from his psychology textbook to see Cooper excitedly dragging in an even bigger bong.
Cooper used his money to buy a new bong and a mini bar.
Rightfully so. Exterior campus courtyard night. Rachel and Josh walk along arm in arm, looking happy and very much in love.
Rachel and I made up and got back together. She likes the idea of having a boyfriend who's a little unstable. It gives her inspiration for her creative writing.
That's fucked up. Exterior police station. Buckley in an orange jumpsuit is being led away by authorities.
Buckley left Delman. We saw him on the news getting arrested for attempted assassination of Bill Gates for some unknown reason. Bill Gates dropped all the charges and Buckley disappeared.
Interior MTV studio. Matt is being interviewed by Kurt Loder. Interior music video clip of Kiss My Ass's video.
Matt also got famous. His album Tormented Guy in a Tormented World went straight to the top of the charts.
Interior room 212, common room day. Pickle enters Josh and Cooper's room, a book bag over his shoulder, looking sad. Josh and Cooper greet him. He smiles feebly.
Pickle recovered and moved in with us.
Interior cafeteria. Josh, Cooper, and Pickle are all sharing a laugh over dinner.
We felt sorry for him. Plus, we figured if he got really depressed again, well, we might as well cover our bases, if you know what I mean.
Fucked up. Interior room 212, common room. Josh and Cooper's room night. Pickle in a bathrobe says goodnight to Josh and Cooper. Cooper looks up from a textbook he's reading and gives Josh a mischievous smile. Fade to black. The end.
Nice.
Bravo. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And good night.